So last Friday we came out here with Goss's Wilt and inoculated 4 plants out of the every hybrid in the lineup. And what we ended up doing was getting a hold of the University of Minnesota, and they sent us 12 petri dishes of Goss's Wilt. And the Goss's Wilt we put into a water solution and used a meat tenderizer and poked a whole bunch of holes in all the plants to see what would happen. And it's actually really surprising. We got out here, I was honestly hoping today we might see a spot or two, and in a matter of 6 days we've actually crushed some of these plants. Some of them I wouldn't be surprised if the plant might actually die in another 2 weeks just because of how hard they got hit. Goss is really not a new thing to the area, but it's still relatively new. We've been fighting it about the last 10 to 15 years in the valley and through the tri-state, and I mean, it's moved across all the way up to Harvey and all the way across anywhere really that we're growing corn right now. Anywhere where we've got corn on corn, usually, or a close rotation, or just high production, we're seeing more and more all the time. So 6 days ago, we infected these plants with Goss's Wilt, and I was really hoping for just a couple of small lesions to show up, you know, the first week. I'm actually kind of blown away with how fast this did infect the entire plant. You can actually go along and see every little hole on the plant where the meat tenderizer went in with the inoculum on it. And as you're following along, you can kind of see the lightish green area right here. That's where the bacteria is actually infecting right now and moving along through the vascular tissue. If you look really close, you can actually almost see some black spots already on these leaves. And those black spots, that is really the advanced stages of the bacteria. Eventually, this whole area where those infections are going on will turn necrotic and the tissue will die. So the most important thing with Goss is rotation in your field and tillage. When you're actually rotating to a different crop and you're breaking up that tillage, you're getting rid of the inoculum from one year to the next. But in a lot of cases, we're getting a lot more trash on the surface, even in areas where we might have a corn and soybean rotation. And really then the biggest thing that you can do is hybrid selection. And hybrid selection is actually what we focus on with the breeding more than anything, is having the right hybrids picked. There's some really high yielding hybrids out there, but they might have terrible Goss. And if you can lose a whole bunch of yield based off of that, we're actually walking away from some of those hybrids right now. So that's really what we're trying to accomplish in this Goss plot. Is if you go to the plot, you can see some of these, we might only have a couple of small lesions showing up on the plant already. And down the line, in a few weeks, 3, 4, 5 weeks down the line, we should get some better ratings off of this. Where if you go to the next plant down the line, you've got some really advanced stages. My guess is these plants will actually probably be dead in just a couple of weeks. And that's what we're trying to sort through. Throw away the junk and keep the best ones to help you guys in the area.